ambition, the victory. From around the world, this is the wide world of domestic sports. Hi, I'm Jim McCain, and we're at the International Pot Boiling Competition in Tampa, Florida. We've been here all week watching as these fine athletes have struggled to make it to the final round of their events. Today, we're looking at the 8-quart covered saucepan competition, and up next is Amy Culverton from Lake Wales, Florida. She is the returning champion for this event in both the gas and electric stove competitions. I spoke with Amy yesterday about the sport itself. Now, Amy, what would you say is the most difficult thing in the electric stove competition? Well, Jim, it's a difficult thing to say because the competition is so competitive. But in the electric stove event, I think the most difficult thing is the time it takes for the coils to get hot. Because the most important thing in this event is to save your breathing until the last minute. Rumor has it, you started practicing with some of your mother's old pots in the attic. Right. I wanted to get the oldest pot that I could, one that I thought would take the longest to boil it. As a matter of fact, here it is right now. And so then a few weeks before the competition, I switched off to the new pot. Now, Amy, I've heard your family is very competitive in pot boiling. Yes, my brother won first place in the European stainless steel competition, and my sister took third in the U.S. copper competition. And how did you get started in pot boiling? Yes, well, my mom used to watch the Dick Van Dyke Show, and she always said that Laura Petrie couldn't boil water to save her life. So one morning she just got irritated, walked into the kitchen, filled up a pot of water, and boiled it as fast as she could. Yep, she was yelling all morning, "I'll show her." And so you saw this? Oh yeah. And one morning, right after the Dick Van Dyke Show, I threw on a pot of water, and their mom and I were trying to beat each other. Wonderful. Now the pots they used this year are different, correct? Yes, Jim, that's true. These pots that we're using here in the competition today are anodized. And what that means is that the heat will be more evenly distributed, so there's less chance of getting disqualified for a partial boil. Now, Amy, I have to ask you about your breathing technique. How is it that you came about breathing that way? Well, it was really simple, Jim. I was standing over a pot of boiling water, and all of a sudden I thought, breathe. Breathe? Yeah. Unbelievable. It shaved a tenth off my time. And now we call it the Culverton gasp. Yep. Well, Amy, thank you for talking with us, and good luck tomorrow. Thanks, Jim. And Amy's just stepped up to the stove. And she's off. Now, the first part of this competition is all patience, as you are not allowed to breathe until the bubbles roll up the side of the pot. I'm telling you, Bob, this woman has the heart of a champion. It's been about 3 minutes now. Let's take a look at the pot. And she's off! Amy Culverton is gasping like she's never gasped before. I'm telling you, Bob, I don't know if it's that sea level air she breathes, but this woman has bones of iron. She's on a roll. She's just sucking in that oxygen, giving it enough time to return to body temperature, and then bam, out it goes with hardly a break in between. I'm telling you, Bob, this is what a champion is all about. We're down to the final seconds. Will she do it? Will she break the world record of 3 minutes, 45 seconds? I think she is. I think Amy Culverton is going to be the first woman in the United States to win this kettle competition. It'll be the first time you've snatched it from the Ukrainian. It's going to be close. We're at 3:35. Way like a freight train in. And she's got it! She's beaten the world record by a tenth of a second. 3:44.59.59. Amy Culverton's the new pot boiling champion of the world! Amy Culverton, how does it feel to be the new world record holder for the 8-quart saucepan competition? Good. Great, Jim. An amazing race. You breathed it right down the line. I knew it was close, so I reached down inside and tried to get as much oxygen as I could out of my lungs. And it paid off. Congratulations on this domestic victory. Thanks, Jim.